Hello, everybody. Fearmy Games here, back once again. I know it's been a little while with some Guild Wars Factions playthrough. Do apologize. It's been a busy few weeks. I had a period of time where had some midterms going on, some projects due, full trying to work, do class full time, and then I also got a cold. So it was all around not the easiest of combinations. So, yeah. But, I decided to carve out quick 20, 30 minutes, do some Guild Wars 1, especially because I didn't get my fix yesterday. Weren't able to do Guild Wars one night, so I wanted to, do some Guild Wars 1 because it's a fun time. So we have a side quest to do. We're probably going to be just doing the side quest unless it's very fast. The reason for that being is the fact that I don't have much time, to be totally honest. But I wanted to play some Guild Wars 1, so I made do. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk to this Kurz. We're allied the Luxons right now, but we can still get this Kurzik thing. Here, let me switch to my proper colors, and I'm going to get some Kurzik points here. I'm so close to the next rank. One day I'll get Kurzik to 10. One day. I'll probably be old and dying already, but I'll get there. But if I remember correctly, what I've set aside for today, for this episode basically, has been to try and I think I want to do this side quest plus the 2 map quests, if memory serves correctly. That way, I can kind of show off this map for Galahadry, and then we'll do Galahadry next episode, which hopefully will be in 2 weeks from the time of this episode posting. But we will see. We will see. One thing that helped making this video is that while I do have some midterms still need to be studied for this week, I don't have much homework to do this week, so it was kind of an easy time to squeeze in 30-minute, quick, 20, 30 minutes for an episode of Guild Wars. Oh, what? I died? Who killed me? Dear God. Apparently, I needed to have been better prepared for when I challenged this group. Oh my God! He chose violence. He chose such violence. Got distracted for 1 second because I noticed my camera for some reason was being very bright. Don't res anybody. That's an order. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go around this group because that was not ideal. Not ideal at all. I'm just going around acting like I'm with my heroes where I could take anything on and barely pay attention. Turns out, no. I needed to actually somewhat pay attention. Oh. What's going on here? Guild Wars? What the fuck is going on? Weird. This is being weird. Alright, okay, there we go. My game just crashed randomly there. Thankfully, ArenaNet was kind enough to, oops, I forgot to close that. Was kind enough to, was kind enough to let me reload from where I was before, which is right now trying to go around this group that so casually beat us up and took our money, because I don't want to experience that again. If I can help it, you can call me a coward if you want. Just the truth. Only so much pain and punishment I can take. Don't you worry. Oh no! I almost went in the danger zone. There we go. Okay. Just gotta keep moving in this general direction, and we will be okay. Alright, we went around the danger zone, and now we're actually going to where the quest wants us to go. Which is stolen eggs. We're wanting to recover the stolen chest of turtle eggs. Hey look, there's outcasts. Look, the chest. I'm gonna take this, don't mind me. Bandit leader, for those of you who are just listening, says, "You're late," and Sergeant Roderick said, "We had some troubles to have the item," and then I picked up the item, and and now we're fighting. So I wonder if I was supposed to do that. Looks like the answer is yes. I was supposed to do that because now it's telling me to take the chest to the hatchery creature Gradian, which is also where I would need to go to Gala Hatchery. So I'm trying to see if I can go this way, but the more I'm walking, the more I'm feeling like that's not working out so well. So I need to go back up. Yeah, I think that I think that was a trap. But you know, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Just a little bit the end of the world. But now besides the chaos of just the way life can be sometimes, it's been, you know, not too bad, decently relaxing. Overall, I spent the morning doing a little bit of chores, did some vacuuming, cleaned out my cat's litter boxes, and doing some dishes, eating food, cleaning up after my dog. You know, life stuff. On that note, if I have time, I'm going to try doing some vacuuming up here. Because I hadn't had the time to do that yet. Oh, I also need to take out the garbage. Yeah. Just to remind you guys, there's even more chores in life to do. If I drop this so I can actually auto-attack. I think we just got it, yeah, just a second group just aggro to us. All my spirits are still alive, so should hopefully be okay. I'm trying to give Zoe a splintered weapon, and it seems to be working out well enough. Ooh, my spirits just popped those two Rottweilers, which was beautiful. Spirit, energy back, there we go. Trick or treat back because it is Halloween time. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. Halloween. Don't copyright me. Go. I need my energies. I'm gonna resummon these guys so I can steal more energy from them. And look at all that beautiful damage numbers. That makes me feel important. Now the yeah, thanks on the general life. Not too much to report besides just busy. I'm losing weight with my new job because instead of being on my ass 8 hours a day, I'm instead on my feet for the greater part of 12 hours. There's a shift of 12 hours. Well, 2 of the 3 shifts of 12 hours, I should say. But, you know, it's something where it's for the health-wise, it's for the best. Since I started working there a couple months ago, I've lost 20 pounds, which is good. If I can keep that up, then, you know, hopefully, you know, give me another 10 months, which is actually the wedding ceremony date. I think it's 10 months, right? Because it'd be, no, 8 months since then. I might be back to 300 pounds. We'll see. I have to, admittedly, I'm losing weight probably despite myself, right? Instead of, you know, because of myself. So I don't really count calories these days. The bright side is I don't really snack. That's kind of a big plus in my favor, but I do tend to have bigger meals. So and my well, I do drink water. On that note, I'm thirsty. So when I'm done with this episode of recording videos, I mean after I'm done recording this video, I'm getting some water. Um, but like I'm usually drinking Gatorade and also my Coca-Cola bottles. Because I kind of decided I'd rather have the sugar and calories I know instead of weird science stuff that I don't. So it kind of was like, yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Well, I'm not the happiest with it, but I'm like, who gives a shit? Um, but it's working so far. You know, when it stops working, that's when I can, start deciding if I want to eat healthier or not. Well, I guess I should drink healthier in that respect, since it's not necessarily a food health problem. Drop aside and go in. I do hope there's not any unexpected issues with this video after I finish recording it. I can tell the audio seems fine. At most, the desktop audio might be a little loud. I'm hoping the visual quality is a little bit high, because I don't think this is the first video I've done. I think it's the second or third one, where instead of doing a target bit rate, I decided to try and do a constant video quality. To try, because I feel like it's more stable when I'm recording using my CPU. So we'll see how it looks. If any of you guys watching this far want to just let me know how well it looks, just let me know. But one thing that's kind of fixed, I don't think it appeared on any of my videos because it was so small. I wouldn't be surprised if the encoder didn't even really pick it up. But I had a problem where with my system, because it's like a dual CCD system, I didn't realize what the problem was. I figured it out eventually. But oh my, Lulu's just got a clamp right there. But what was happening was that with some of these guys, and hopefully they make it so I'm less of a target. Never mind, that did not work out. What I was saying is, what was happening is that my gaming stuff was going on. It's a 9. For those of you who know what this means, I have a 9950X3D CPU for my setup. That I got a few months ago now. But for some reason, I made so many changes I didn't really know what the problem was. But like, it kept going to just the frequency CCD and ignoring my actual one. So I had a temporary fix where I would lock all my games manually using a command argument to have all my games go to the X3D CCD, while all my non-stuff just default to the frequency. And it sort of worked. The reason I say sort of worked is that we're not gonna that guy can avoid them. Is that for my Steam games, they were quite stable doing that. But my non-Steam games, which Guild Wars is a non-Steam game for me. I don't own this on Steam. I own it. I've owned it for 12 years. I still have my old DVDs downstairs, actually, though I downloaded these just from the website and use the Lutris to run it. But like in my non-Steam games, while they would generally run fine, they would randomly have like a moment or just like a stutter or microfreeze, something. I don't know what the right term is for it, but it would just randomly like have a one moment of problem, then go back to normal. And I don't know what made me realize this was the problem, or if it was just because I was testing something. But I got so annoyed from it because I was wanting to. I bought God of War, the PS4 version. So aka Dad of War, on GOG. But when I play my GOG games, I either have to use the Heroic Game Launcher or Lutris, not Steam. And both of those would have a similar problem. But I wanted to figure out so I can make it run even better. and I figured out the problem. It was I had read a recommendation for CatchOS, which is my operating system, that that the gaming performance for the scheduler BFLAN was the optimal way to go for X3D CPUs. So that's what I've been using, and that default to my high performance CCDs, not my X3D CCD. Um, and I think the reason for it is I think when they mean X3D CPUs is what it's for. I think it's supposed to be for like single core ones, like the 9800 X3D or the 7800 X3D CPUs, which are single die, 8 cores, or even the 6 core ones like the 5700 X3D or 6700 X3D. I don't think there's a sick. I don't think they've made an X3D for the 9600 yet. They should though. Anyways, I don't think. Yeah, I can't go down here. To go around. Um, but I found out that. But then I was like, I'm gonna try a scheduler, and I found a schedule that works perfectly. Everything runs smoothly, and it's spread out the way I like it. Um, People say like using multiple cores creates latency. And I don't see that latency in mine. I'm not sure if that's because most people use Windows, and Windows just doesn't have a good scheduler for dual CCD setups. I honestly think that's the case. And the lazy man's fix for Windows is to just shut down half of your cores, basically, while on Linux it doesn't do that. But I definitely found it to be the best version. I think it's called like Rustland Gaming Mode, which just uses all of my cores equally as it can. Why is my face suddenly turning like a fucking pink glowworm? I don't know why, but I don't like it. Cover my face. I think honestly, the only thing I need to do for my setup is get a secondary light, because I think what is happening is that I connect my is what happens is that my monitors are so bright that any changes in what the monitor is releasing, for example, I went from a green environment to white sand, so it's releasing more white light and thus hitting my face. I think that's what's happening. So I'm getting more direct light against me because of that, causing issues. I think I've mentioned this before. I've just not dedicated any money to making it better. Which I probably should. Stolen eggs. Stolen eggs, what a relief. I can't bear to think of what would happen to these little guys if you hadn't found them. Listen, if you have the time, head into the hatchery. There is a new caravan heading out, and I am sure they would be happy to have some additional guards. My little babies. Shh, don't worry now. Let me know when you're ready. Argo's waiting. I'll say let's go. Yes. I thought this was just a random side quest, but apparently this is the quest to get to Galahad. I'm gonna shut up now.
Let's move it out! The gods know we move it barely more than a crawl.
Here they come.
Damn predictable Kurziks. I knew those cowards would come for the young turtles. You, take up the right. Don't let the Kurziks within 100 paces. I'm glad you're with us. We'll need all the help we can get.
Your fight is my fight.
Watch yourself out there. The Kurziks are a dastardly bunch. Pay particular care to their juggernauts, the golem-like things that resemble walking trees. They're especially dangerous to the turtles.
I'll take care of them.
Well then, good luck. We'll see you at Creon Jade Mine.
Be kind of funny how with the ritual fights. You're like, bend over, hello, and firing your attacks at the enemy. I do find that quite comical, to be honest. But I didn't actually remember that this was actually how I was supposed to get to the Gala Hatchery. I just thought this was a random side quest we were doing. Oh well. So Andre says, so you are the ones coming along with us. Argo told me about you. You may have beaten the 3 clans at the convocation, but I was not witness to it. Till I see you fight with my own eyes, your strength is nothing to me. Words on the wind. If we make it to the end of this live, then your reputation with myself and the rest of the Luxons will be solid as the Sea of Jade. And I get 4,000 experience, 1,250 Lux infection, and 150 gold, as well as 1 skill point. So I'm actually gonna call it there because I'm surprised it took me that long to get this that side quest on. I think it was partially because we wiped there. Then I had that weird crash. I don't know how that happened. It's the first time that's happened to me playing Guild Wars. And then yeah, that was strange. But I do hope you guys enjoyed the video, my ramblings, my talkings, and I do hope you guys have a good day, night, evening, wherever you may be.